Hey man, say man, it's that time once again for me to talk about 4 Nights of the Apocalypse. This week it is chapter 200 titled Now or Never. And we have a double colored spread to commemorate the big 200. And we have Tristan, Percival, and Gawain all posted up, and I'm not sure if I'm looking too deep into it, but you see there's quite a bit of space between Gawain and Percival, almost as if another person could be there, but I'm not gonna say too much on that now. And let's get started to where things had picked off. Since everything is now blown to smoke, it's time for to get to the beef, the squabbles, the altercation itself. Percival and Tristan fly towards Beltripe in an attempt to help Gopher, with Gawain still standing back like, okay, so much for the sneak tactics. Gopher tries to hit Beltripe with an invasion. Beltripe yokes this nigga up like I'm doing to my new mic. How do you guys find the mic, by the way? And then he goddamn yeets this nigga with a goddamn golden arm posture. They try to fly in to help Gopher. Beltripe goes into this goddamn Iaido ass stance, goes for a slash, and before they could even do anything, Gopher is clipped. Again, bisected once more. Tristan's wing got clipped as well. Oh my days. Yeah, no, Beltripe did this nigga Beltripe tough. This nigga Beltripe is tough. And not only just bisected Gopher and clipped Tristan's wing, he cuts the entire arena, the stadium, and the whole place, the whole mountain where everyone was on, like it was nothing. And then half of the stadium is going down. The Purgatory Beast is holding on to the door, so he's not falling. With Percival and Tristan obviously concerned for everyone, but Hauser telling them to just focus on the fight. With Worldane sort of adding on to that, like, yeah, you can't let the sacrifice go to waste after all. As she lets out a spell called Explosive Dragon where she shoots dragon-shaped fireballs, and the two, Percival and Tristan, cut through them with no issues. Tristan is gonna charge in at Worldane, but Beltripe's there to damn near cleave Tristan in 2 even pieces, which he barely dodges as well. Like, I can't lie, I bet Worldane is making the smuggest face underneath that helmet, knowing that Beltripe was gonna be there. Beltripe goes for a horizontal strike, this time with one hand, and I can't lie, there's been no words from Beltripe since the chapter started. He has been absolute business. You can tell he is locked in behind that helmet, and his swordsmanship as well. I can't lie, this is something to pay attention to. Nigga's been cutting with perfect form the entire time. Percival tries to dodge the slash. Tristan tries blocking it, but it clips the metal on the Percival sword. And Percival's drip as well, his cape, his Superman ass cape. By the way, if you haven't seen Superman, go watch that. That is actually a superhero movie. And Beltripe finally speaks as well, talking about you schemed against me and ruined my festival. The price you pay shall be steep indeed. But if you think about it, they didn't really ruin his festival, because they participated in it fair and squares. They didn't cheat or anything. So he kind of just I feel like he's just making an excuse to go even harder. Meanwhile, everyone is still falling off. People worried that they're gonna hit the ground and go splat. And Isolde, our Isolde, is talking about we're all doomed at this rate. But then the moving stops with Donnie using his telekinesis to hold up the thing. Well, not really hold it up, but keeping the rock from falling at such a high speed, so that at least this way no one will die. Donnie is stating that he feels like a new wellspring of energy and is wondering if it's some kind of awakening, but it's actually just power limit break, which is a spell that boosts a person's power to the absolute max. But once his magic runs out, then he'll be basically asleep for a week. And we know that Merlin used this spell back in the final fight against the Demon King. Thinking about back at it, the 7 Deadly Sins recovered quite quickly from that. I feel like it's very they just built different. Back to the fight, we see Percival, Beltripe, and Tristan all going at it, with Tristan and Percival really trying to coordinate better to jump this nigga, but it's just not happening. All the sword slashes and stuff. Percival goes in, Beltripe grabs his hand and twists it. all nonchalant, like, and Percival is just wondering how this nigga is just so strong. Why are you so strong? Beltrap is just like, are you even trying? Percival then activates full circular's ability, potency, and Tristan comes from behind, and they both talk about some let me show you then. Both power up, Tristan entering his demon form with no hesitation, which obviously means he's gotten a lot better handle of it over the last 2 years, which shocks Beltrap, and we see Percival free himself from Beltrap's wrist, but we see that he's holding the Percival sword all of a sudden, which we know shouldn't be the case. You know, just a little error from Nakaba. He's been prone to those recently. And they slash at him at the same time. Percival going at a diagonal angle for his lower torso, while Tristan goes for the up for, I'm pretty sure, an arm. Like, why is he spinning so intensely like that? Yeah, he's literally just Beyblading right now. And then they chop off. Tristan tore off an arm, not even chopped off. Look, he ripped that shit off. And Percival slashes. They did not give this nigga the faith of a one-on-one at all. Slashed and spin with slashes and still just tore his shit off and then cut him again. Oh man, nah, this was actually crazy. It seemed that did get Beltrap. Oh, that was Beltrap's sword arm as well. So it was also a disarming. Well, literally, yes, it was a disarming. And Wardane's in the back like, damn, that's kind of crazy, the amount of effort y'all are putting in, but don't forget that I'm here. And Gawain just teleports right next to her, goes giant, and squashes her head, talking about some have you. And I know Ballin is down there in the crowd like,
it should have been me, not him!
Gawain kicks Warldane away. Tristan smacks away Beltrap with his own arm. And I didn't notice this earlier, but it seemed Percival had cut his other arm off as well. That's crazy. This is insane work. And they knocked them into the watchtower. And we see the three of them all in the air. Gawain shrinking back down a bit more. Like, the way she's just been effortlessly shifting between sizes is really does show how much training she's put herself through, and states to them to keep going until, you know, they end it for good, which the two of them agree to. And that is where the chapter ends off, with Tristan holding Beltrap's sword arm, which is probably going to play into something later, possibly him regenerating next chapter, because we know Chaos has the ability to do so, and since they're infused with that, then, you know. But yeah, they're all stanced up ready for the fight. And yeah, this was honest, this was how to pop off with not only the 200th chapter of your best performing series sequel, but also just a fantastic way to start a fight with an enemy that has been built up for so long. And honestly, Beltrap himself didn't disappoint. Nigga is moving like goddamn Virgil and Janemba, but with a broadsword. Well, Janemba, because it's a broadsword, doing slashes that literally off terrain. And obviously we still don't have an explanation of his magic power. I can't lie, the way he did go for it at the beginning, that was so dirty. Yoked the nigga up, yeeted him, and then tried going for the goddamn judgment cut immediately to, oh yeah, nah. And then they also clipped Tristan's wing, and I'll be so for real, I think that his slashes are genuinely just spatial slashes. Like, what else could they be? Y'all niggas have played with Play-Doh before, right? Or at least you know what Play-Doh is. It's like someone got Play-Doh, got the ruler, just chopped it clean in the middle, that's it. Yeah, no, this was actually a spectacular fight. Like, this was a great way to start off the fight, since, you know, at the end the knights ended up, you know, really putting in the pain. I'm guessing that next chapter they're gonna pop out, Warldane and Beltrap are gonna pop out like not too bad, or at least will regenerate, and then decide to actually start taking the fight more seriously. Especially Warldane had faced Percival head on for a brief amount of time, so she should know that when it comes to him, there should be no need to play around. Yeah, no, because it's great. It's also good seeing them coordinate with each other like that, even though Gawain was taking a back seat for a little bit, but as sorcerers do, to find an opening to deal with both their other sorcerer and such things, and also help Donnie in saving people. So I'm guessing now everyone else is down on the ground safely, and maybe even before she joined in, Gawain helped evacuate most people onto her ship so that they can get out of Anthem. Because honestly, looking at the strength that Beltrap possessed, we know how strong Percival is. And obviously Tristan and Gawain are relative to him. And Beltripe, even if it was for a moment, even if Percival could have been, pretending to be stuck just to activate no way he was pretending, because Percival had to use potency to overpower Beltripe, but Beltripe just one hand stopped his movement. It's just, like, it really sets the standard of how high a ceiling the four evils are. Beltripe especially, who you could argue is pretty much the strongest of the four evils. So again, it's another reason why I don't believe they'll be finishing the four evils off now. This is just gonna be one of many conflicts between the knights and the evils. That's pretty much all I have to say on the chapter itself. Thank you guys for watching. I finally got that new mic I've been talking about for the last couple months. I hope you guys find it comfortable, and yeah, that's all. Take care till next time. Can you see all of me? Walk into my mystery. Step inside and hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? Captured you and set you free. I am all of me. I am